Mr. $8 million net worth here, Wendell Pierce, who has had a very successful career in Hollywood as an actor, is now going absolutely insane in this video that we're going to be checking out here today, saying all sorts of absolutely just crazy stuff. And you can tell that he is, of course, someone who is riddled with TDS. Not much of a shock there. To find the few that aren't is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But today we're going to be checking out what Wendell Pierce has to say here, because it is absolutely just bonkers stuff, okay? This guy goes after everyone. He goes after white people. He goes after MAGA. He goes after everything, okay? So the Wire star Wendell Pierce jumped to his social media to accuse white people and MAGA Republicans of seeking to exclude blacks from American society, no matter how much they have achieved. I could point to an entire list of people who are black who happen to be MAGA Republicans. So I don't know exactly where the logic is coming from here. They do not want to live in what is actual reality. They just want to live in their fantasy version of it, and they want you to believe in their fantasy version of it. If you do not, then you are a bad guy. So Pierce told his followers that a white landlord in New York City rejected his application to rent an apartment in a Harlem apartment building, despite his long list of accomplishments, his income stream, and his extensive investments. There's also this video here, okay, where he talks about some of his struggles, okay, his struggles, guys, with being in America, you know, easily the most racist country on earth. I mean, we all know this, right? It's just sad. You know, we have two black people on screen right here, both doing very well with their careers and with their jobs and with their lives and everything else, and they're talking about how they're lamenting about how terrible everything is for them. So let's check this out.
And you're currently filming Superman. Last year, you finished a Broadway run of Death of a Salesman. 2 years ago, you were in the Jack Ryan series. You're a famous actor. You're an award-winning actor, 30 years of a career behind you. What happened with that Harlem apartment, and what does it say to you about the status of racism in America today?
I gave them all of my bank statements and employment and all, and then I was denied. And I realized that they used the technicality of saying that I did not have steady, consistent employment.
Racism, guys. That's all. That's all I can say, man. It's got to be. It's got to be the big R word, my friends. That's like what? Oh man. I've had to deal with crap like this. We've all had to deal with crap like this, right? Whenever you're trying to get some sort of, some sort of loan or a mortgage or anything like that, and you bring stuff in, and they're like, well, you know, especially if you're like an entrepreneurial type of person, there's usually situations where they're like, well, you got to make sure that you have this, and this, and you got to have the I's dotted and the T's crossed and all this type of stuff. And apparently, I don't know. Maybe I've experienced racism too. I don't know, man, but
most actors work in 3-month periods, you know, 3 months here, 3 months there. And because it wasn't a continuum of employment, no matter how much income I showed them I own properties around the country. I showed them all my bank statements.
These companies that you're trying to work with, they have their policy, and very often they don't want to shift from that policy. And so they have the policy. You literally are explaining here what is going on, and you're making it a big deal by making it into a bigger issue that is just not there.
I realized that was by design, that the application was designed that way to be discriminatory. And that was the anecdote that I shared because I wanted to show the damaging effect of when bigotry is memorialized in law. We are being attacked, and memorializing law that is discriminatory against black folks.
It's so obvious, man, that these people have completely bought into the Democrat lies. The GOP right-wing mega agenda is making it clear that their vision of America does not include black folks having the same rights guaranteed by the Constitution. The thing that is most funny about all of this is that he's trying to do this in New York City. Okay, all of this is taking place in New York City, which is that a super-duper MAGA Republican place? Is that what New York City is? I don't think so. So I don't know what his problem is here, because he's trying to do it in a super duper leftist city, and yet he's having problems getting all this stuff, and yet it's not anyone's problem. It's not anyone's fault except for those dirty, nasty little Republicans. This whole thing is absolutely insane. But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.